Amazon milk frogs, one of the most popular tree frogs out there. They are an excellent beginner frog and are easy to get and somewhat affordable. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a tank and take care of them. I love these frogs. They're so goofy when they eat, they're vocal when they grow up, and they can live in groups. People call these frogs a lot of things. They're called Mission Golden-eyed frogs, or just Amazon milk frogs. Or if you want to get really scientific, you can call them Trachycephallus resnifictrix. These frogs come from the Amazon. So we want to replicate that as much as possible. Also, these frogs can secrete a poison, but it's not harmful unless you eat it, so don't eat your frogs, I guess, but who would do that? But that's enough chit chat. Let's get to building the tank. For the tank, I'm going to be using this 10-gallon towel I have laying around. It's perfect for these frogs since the frogs are barely the size of a penny, and this tank's pretty small and it'll hold a lot of dirt and substrate and a lot of height. But this isn't going to be their forever home. You see, these frogs grow to 2.5 to 3 inches, but it's going to take a couple months for that to happen. So right now they're living in this for the first couple months of their lives. The first thing I'm going to be adding is lava rocks. This will catch any excess water coming from the substrate layer and should act as a natural water catch. With the drainage layer done, I am now going to be adding the mesh. This mesh will separate the substrate from the drainage layer, so there aren't any problems and none of the microfauna will come down here and just drown, because they're not the smartest. I'm just going to leave it at that. They're not smart at all, so this will make sure none of those things will drown. Now I'm going to be adding the substrate. All the substrate is the Josh's Frogs Dart Frog mix, which seems to hold pretty well since Amazon milk frogs require, well, the adults require like a 60-70% humidity, and the juveniles require like 70-80. So keep that in mind. But this substrate mix, seems to hold that percentage pretty well. Now we're going to spread the dirt out evenly. It's nice and even. We're going to grab the water bowl. Place it just right here. Make sure it's tucked in and nice. And then we're going to take some spring water. Just pop it in there. It's at shoulder height because I'm kind of scared they're going to drown because they're just like the microfauna. They're not that smart. Now I'm going to take this cork tube. It'll give the springtails and isopods something to hide under and to slowly start eating, I guess. Now we're going to take this cork round. Right, let me position this camera better. Now we're going to take this cork round and just place it in here, just like that. There's a bunch of entrances. There's one right here. There's one right here. For plants, I have a couple options. The first one is this pothos, and I think I'm just gonna grab the water. Put it right there. Yeah, that's good. So the pothos. Second is a peperomia plant. I think I'm just gonna pop it right here. All these plants do is, well, first of all, they make the tank look more natural. And they also give the frog something natural to perch on. Because these frogs, they love to perch, as you heard me before. I'll say it again. They love to perch, and they also like to hide during the day. And that's where this bromeliad comes into play. They're going to put it like right here. Now, bromeliads don't need to be in soil. They just need moisture too. They can just have moisture. So they don't need to be planted. But I'm going to plant mine anyway. It'll be fine as long as I water it. And then that's the plants. Now we have the cleanup crew. Here I have some tropical white springtails. You might not be able to see them, but I assure you they're there. Just really small. I already put isopods in here. But I don't know where that footage went. It didn't record for some reason, but the isopods are in here. I'm pretty sure they're dwarf white, or I think they're powder orange and powder blue. See, isopods. Time for the leaf litter. Here I have some magnolia leaf litter. This will just help retain the moisture in the dirt, in the substrate. But most tree frogs, including these, they don't like to be dirty. And these leaves will help. They'll make sure they don't get dirt on them because it stresses them out pretty bad. Just gonna spread them everywhere. Close them up a little. And there you have it. There's the leaf litter. Here I have some seed pods. This will also give the springtails and isopods something to munch on. But if the frogs feel like it, they can also hide in these or sit on these, whatever the heck they want to do. Springtails and isopods are like the janitor of the reptile world. They eat mold, shed, poop. Oh yeah, Amazon milk frogs poop a lot. I don't know how their little bodies produce that much poop, but life finds a way. Well, the tank is basically finished. I decided to add this vine, which was just a combination of silicone and some spare rope I had and dirt and some green moss. I also decided to add a lava rock inside the water bowl for an easy access and escape. But besides that, it's done, so let's just quit talking and add the frogs. But before we add the frogs, we need to do a quick mist down of the tank. Just need to mist it very thoroughly, since to achieve this high humidity. Good mist inside that. With small frogs like dart frogs, Amazon milk, any baby frog, I find that a lot of them love to tuck themselves into the bromeliads or anything that'll hold water and just sleep there for the day and come back out at night, and then they're really fun to watch eat, and we'll get into them eating in a little bit. Meet the frog trio. Here we have Biggie Cheese, Sherman, and Gerald. They've been living in these cups for the first week or two of their lives. And now it's time for these to go in here. What are we waiting for? Let's add them in. Here is Biggie Cheese. Let's have him jump in. No. It's first time seeing a plant. There he is. Here we have Sherman. He's gonna hop in too. Okay, he decided to hop in back there. The next one is Gerald. He's a little more shy. So when you see them all eat later, he might not be one of them, but he might also decide to eat. Also, I do recommend washing your hands before and after. Oh, she jumped. I do recommend washing your hands before and after carrying any reptiles or amphibians. Because, well, these frogs have poison. You might not think they secreted it, but they might have. Although it smells really bad, so you're probably going to notice it. And there you have it. There's all the frogs, and if we wait till night, we'll get to watch them eat. See you guys in a little bit.
Later that night.
Let's see if any of these guys eat right now. That leaf is full of them. Let's adjust the light. They might still be acclimating because they did just get put in here a couple hours ago. Thought we could try to feed them. This one ate. He was in the water bowl and he yeeted himself out. Not worried, but it's just a part of the process. They might not eat because they need to get acclimated. They're pretty confused right now. But as you can see, there's fruit flies in here. So they are in here. But I'll keep you guys posted in the future. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it quits. Thanks for watching today's video, and I'll try to post every week on Wednesday. And I'll see you guys next time on Liam's Lizards.